project that we are running at Dr. A.D. Lazarus, it falls under the PLC Stream Grow. We have started what is called a vegetable garden as well as a recycling plant.
At first it was quite a challenge. This was an overgrown, dense, thick bush.
The intention of our project was to create awareness amongst the learners, amongst the teachers, amongst the community, and amongst the rest of the public. We are involved with a project that is aiming to increase awareness of climate change.
The garden, it helps with climate change because obviously it's taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen.
And also, it doesn't cost much to plant a tree, and it would also make a big impact to save the earth.
We've been introduced to this project in last year, in around July 2021. We had the University of KZN with KASME speaking to our teachers about this innovative project where we could get learners involved in getting to know about climate change and the global issues that we're having with climate change.
The first stage was to set up the veggie garden, and my colleagues and I at the school got a host of learners together and encouraged them to join us on this project. We are working in conjunction with other schools in the Pinetown district, and we will grow these vegetables and then produce fruit and veg that will then be sold to the informal settlement or given to the informal settlement, sold to certain individuals, and whatever cash we raise, we will then put into growing new seedlings.
When they start bringing in the kids, and the kids start clearing up this land, and I saw that they working till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, coming over weekends, etc., then I knew this is something great that's going to happen to our school.
We're planting vegetables, plants, herbs that we could use for medicinal purposes. Not only do these crops provide oxygen to us, but they also provide food, and this could also provide food security in the future.
The teachers that were involved in this project, they were very, very enthusiastic and still are. I take my hats off to them because except for doing all the work that they have to do in curriculum, they take this added time that they need to work after schools, during weekends, during their lunch breaks, and work with children all the time to try and get this project going.
Okay, we do have the topic of climate change and global warming in our syllabus, but we try to link it with a whole lot of other topics. And this particular concept of ours is a concrete way of showing the learners how things can be mitigated.
The success of our garden was news to people around us, and it attracted vagrants. And there were continuous attempts to break in and steal some of the crops that we had. And they knew the harvest time. Actually, last week we lost a very big pumpkin, and the people that work with us were very upset that the pumpkin went astray. But we have overcome that by putting in a net fencing over, and someone has promised us even better fencing in the later part of our program.
We're doing a good job for the next generation because climate change is not a nice thing, because we have noticed 2-3 weeks ago about the flooding. It wasn't a good thing. It damaged a lot of people's houses, including my own stage. There is a way we can reduce climate changes. We need to reduce carbon dioxide.
The learners' response has been tremendous. To see a learner after school, immediately, when school finishes at 2:15, coming straight to Mr. Pillai's room, taking the hose, taking spades, etc., clearing up, weeding, etc. And then some of them even brought their parents in. So the community, the parents, everyone got involved.
Bringing the learners to do something that is practical is extremely important in terms of their education, one, and in terms of them getting involved, because curriculum itself is academic, and getting the children involved in a practical way like this, ensures that they have some values as well that we encourage them to get involved in. I'm hoping this will brush off, with the larger community that they're involved in.
I actually like the marigolds because it not only smells beautiful, but it makes the garden look so beautiful.
Now, marigold is used amongst many Indian people for prayer, etc. And we got some seedlings that were sponsored. And our first crop of marigolds was such a success that we sold it to a local shop for a couple of $100, and we used that money to buy more seedlings and put back into this garden.
Yes, it has been fun. Working after a long day of sitting in the classroom, we get to go outside and bond with nature. It's such a great feeling. And going home, I can relax knowing that I have spent time outside and not only sat inside all day just studying.